Hello and welcome to Homestead Imaginations. I am Josh and going to be going over some do's and don'ts when it comes to garlic. I just learned the hard way this season. So I planted 36 garlic. I'm doing a little experiment. I'm trying to check spacing and depth. So I'll have to put it in the comments exactly what it was, but I did 2 rows of 4 down each row here, spaced out I believe 6 inches apart, and then at a different depth, I think like 5-inch depth and then 6-inch depth I think is what I was testing out. Then I did 2 rows of the same depth but 5 inches apart, then 5 inches apart and 6 inches depth, and then 2 rows of 5 inches apart or 6 inches apart and 6 inches depth. Just trying to check spacing and see what helps grow the best, what lives. So that was the experiment I'm running, but I made a mistake. As you can see, like this one is very yellow, this one's very green, looks healthy. So some of these did a good job of sprouting through the soil and others have struggled. So the ones that are yellow, I had to help. They either broke free on their own or I had to help them. I put way too much mulch on the top here and it's definitely stunted. So right now I am missing, currently out of 36 planted garlic, I am missing 1, 2 from this row here. This one just barely kind of came up. I'm hoping that now that they're getting sun, they will turn green and they will survive. But I might lose more. So that's got everything in its row. That does as well. That does as well. That one just barely. It's hard to see, but it's just popping up just above my finger there, just barely out of the ground. So that has all 5 there. This row has all 5 with one just barely breaking through there. I had to dig it out. Then this back to just 4 in a row. We're missing 1 in this row, and then we're missing 3 in this row so far. So it looks like I have at least 28 garlic as of now, but maybe once now that I've kind of moved some of the mulch off, it'll start to sprout. It is still very cold. We just got frost this morning, but yeah, they're very yellow. So what I did is I put compost that wasn't even fully broken down yet, so it wasn't loose. It did have some chunks in it, which is a mistake because it isn't going to allow things, if it's a nice clump, it's not going to allow anything to come through. Then on top of that, we have I laid leaves, which I did not shred. So going forward for the raised beds, any root vegetables that need to, or direct sowing anything, the leaves need to be shredded. So that way it has somewhere to push through, because there's points where some ripped through a leaf, they pushed right through a leaf, and others were literally growing sideways. Especially some of these longer ones that are straight yellow, like that one was growing along here because it couldn't push through everything, so it just started growing horizontally and through the mulch instead of straight up because it got stuck. And then on top of that, I piled a bunch of wood chips, and I went pretty thick because I was trying to make sure that this would survive the winter. But I have another patch of garlic that the woman that has a flower business, we were talking about clay and stuff. I grow all my root vegetables in raised beds because of the clay, and so she took it upon herself to challenge. Now there is topsoil on top of here, but this did not get mulched at all. This was straight up just planted in with just a little bit of topsoil. So it is it's in the clay. So it'll be curious to see how well these actually do. But the main point is these weren't covered at all, and they still sprouted, and they're even doing better. They are taller, they're all green. So I'm definitely gonna go a little bit lighter on the mulch side of things to make sure that I give my plants the best possible chance of success. So that's what we're going to be doing going forward starting next year. lesson learned. Usually that's how we learn lessons, through failure, which there's been quite a few things that have been hard lessons learned lately. So I'll be sharing more about that. I got some other videos that'll be coming out. I'll be going over some of our other issues, but you know, soil and Mother Nature is a modest lady. She wants to be covered up. You need to mulch. You need to cover your soil so the sun doesn't dry it out. Dry out all the nutrients. Get all the insects and all the you know, the little organisms that are running around in there to like disappear or die or just go deeper. You want your soil to be healthy, so you need to mulch it, but don't dress it up like a nun. Don't overdo it, because then your plants won't be able to push through it if it's too thick, which is the point of why you use a lot of mulch, because then the weeds don't come up. So I basically set this up as if I was preventing weeds, but I ended up preventing some of my plants. So we're at least maybe down 8 plants. Hopefully some more start to pop up now that I've removed the mulch, especially the areas that is missing the plant from coming up. And hopefully all the other ones that have some damage get the sun and rebound, and then the other ones pop up. So hopefully we get more. So we definitely needed more garlic than we grew the previous year, which I can't remember how much that was, but this was going to be more than we grew last year, and now we're going to be a little shy, I think. So we'll have to see. But so don't make that same mistake. You can learn things, how to do things, from me failing at them. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps you and prevents you from making this mistake. But I'll catch you guys next time. Keep the imagination rolling. Bye-bye.